Brad Brownell's looking to get a tough road sweep of the West Coast here tonight in Haas Pavilion.
The purple for the Tigers as the opening tip controlled by Cal. Shot clock down to 10. Backdoor for Justin Pippen, who glides in.
And great opening offensive possession for the Bears. Just great patience there.
Dylan Hunter. Here's Justin Porter, rattles one in for the Tigers.
Well, great job there by Clemson, not panicking off the double team.
He won't wow you, but he just does all the little things for Clemson. Powering his way inside, and a finish from R.J. Godfrey.
Well, that is just a big time. You know, they don't have a ton of guys that are going to wow you, but they all just know their role and they do it to perfection.
Chris Bell, 3.
That's a great sign early from Mark Madsen. One guy you want to get going from behind the three-point line early on so far.
The Syracuse transfer. Here's Godfrey in the lane. Spins off balance, and a tough finish by R.J. Godfrey, who's looking back for a call. Ames drives, shot blocked by Chase Thompson. And flying over, Ace Buckner spikes it into the crowd. How about the recovery by Buckner? Here is Welling. Carter Welling with the left hand, and it gives Clemson their first lead.
And that's a tough shot right there.
Where Mark Madsen coached prior to Cal, Utah Valley. And a steal to hands. Dylan Hunter ahead. To the basket, the lay-in, Dallas Thomas.
Turning defense into offense.
Racing back the other way, Dylan Hunter. Deep 3, Dallas Thomas the stroke.
An incredibly athletic play.
And then Godfrey at the other end gets the roll. He has 6 to lead the Tigers, and it's now Clemson coming away with it. 4 on 3 for the Tigers. To the bucket, and the spin, and it goes in. The first points for Chase Thompson. Here's Buckner driving. Jake Wahlin, 3. Timeout, California, and Clemson's opened up a 12-point lead.
2 of the 3 threes that Cal hit earlier on were tough contested step-back threes. Cal was just able to knock them down.
Nick Davidson straight on. 3.
They just rotate so well when you get into those scramble situations.
Jake Wahlin, another 3 for Clemson.
Been really difficult for a lot of teams from the East Coast to come out here and get the sweep. But Clemson is putting up a heck of an effort to do that so far. And finally, Cal gets in the scoring column.
Cal, even when they get the rebound, they can't get out and run because Clemson does a great job transition defense. Rattles in for Day-Day Ames.
And that's the guy that they got to get going there. Get his feet set. His mid-range game is as good as anybody in ACC. He was on display the other night in that career-high game.
Nick Davidson down the lane.
Well, we've talked about Nick Davidson's ability to step out and shoot the 3. This time decides to roll.
But Johnson launching a 3. Justin Pippen tries to turn the corner off balance, draws the foul, gets the roll, and 1.
Justin Pippen does a good job there of initiating the contact. Ace Buckner just a little.
Tied for the 3rd longest streak in ACC history. And trying to keep that going. Buckner, 3.
Clemson's been making it a priority to throw the ball inside to R.J. Godfrey. That time handled the double. Lights out the last couple of games, especially here tonight, just effortlessly knocking that one down.
Buckner leads Clemson with 8 points as Day-Day Ames slips to the bucket. Carter Welling, the jump hook.
That's the 2nd time he's hit about an 8-foot jump hook with the left hand.
Stepping through the double team, Welling recovers and gets the roll off the heel of the rim.
You know, Clemson knows that they're going to get double teamed.
And then John Camden throws it away. RJ Godfrey looks like he took a finger in the eye, and the loose ball taken back by Chris Bell. Bell leans in, banks it in. Stayed over on the peninsula until yesterday. Practiced at the Warriors facility in downtown San Francisco yesterday as Jake Wahlin nails his third three of the game.
For Cal and Stanford having to do it every other week, we see there's a great pass by Nick Davidson. Just a long way to go. Play a couple of basketball games, but that's the new college athletics for you.
Slipping to the bucket off the inbound. Montes Kochenis the throwdown. 3-on-2 for the Tigers. And the layup falls off from Justin Porter, but run down by Clemson. Butta Johnson. 3. Pippen, 1-foot step back and gets the roll. 14 for Justin Pippen. Shot clock down to 7. Justin Pippen, pull-up jumper.
They cannot find a way to get enough stops here to just chip into this lead. Clemson has just been terrific offensively in the second half.
Underneath, and the drop in, Carter Welling. And the rebound, here comes Justin Pippen. The lob for Chris Bell, who banks it in. Winning on the road at Stanford. And they got off to a 12-1 start. Rough beginning to ACC play, but then they've won 4 out of 5 coming into today.
To add another one to the loss column against a team that's not going to make the tournament.
Day-Day Ames gets in the key, pull-up jumper. Clemson is led by as many as 22. RJ Godfrey, fouled and 1 for Godfrey.
Cal's going to make a little bit of a run here. RJ Godfrey doing it himself, putting it on the floor, getting to the rim.
And Clemson streak, they were tied with Virginia going into the Stanford game. Pippen, 3.
Really been the lone bright spot for Cal here offensively in this game, but trying somehow to get him back into it. But again, seems like every time they're on the verge of making a little bit of a run, Clemson just has the answer.
And going right back inside, Ace Buckner for the Tigers. That's not reviewable because there was no call made on the floor. RJ Godfrey is hammered, and he muscles through it, +1.
They're all connected, and they know exactly what they're supposed to be doing. From a scouting standpoint, from a positioning standpoint, they're just always in the right spot. Justin Porter knocks down the corner 3 every time down, and another great example of transition defense.
John Camden in his first points of the game, and it took him about 38 minutes. And wants this team to execute and get his bench guys some minutes, and a 3, the second 3 for Dallas Thomas, who has a career-high 8. And the Golden Bears will be 17-7, getting ready to head to the Northeast to deal with Syracuse and Boston College as Day-Day Ames cuts to the bucket.
It's an incredible performance on the road to get that 2-0 West Coast sweep. Clemson Tigers are a dangerous team here in the next couple of months.
The final makes it 14 straight ACC road victories for the Clemson Tigers, who are now 20-4.